Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. Happy solstice, happy summer solstice if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern, happy winter solstice. We're officially in new seasons. It's officially summer up here in the northern hemisphere. The sun has just ingressed into Cancer, so happy birthday, my dear Cancerians. Those of you, obviously, that celebrate your birthday at the first degrees of Cancer, I'm wishing you well. Happy solar return. Okay, there's a shift of energy, my dear friends. Cancerian season is all about the home. Remember, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's about coming closer to those that are part of your tribe, your home, feeling safe and secure and loved where you reside, who you reside with, who's in your periphery, who is close to you. Okay, the sun does speak to healing. Think of the sun, which is the soul, right? The sun is the spirit. I should say the sun is in the house of the soul, so in the house of the moon. So it's like a bringing in that yang energy into the yin house. So both coming together, it's like a seed is planted, some sort of birthing process that's happening right now. Okay, this is a general reading, and I'll be reading for each of the zodiac signs. We're going to do a collective spread, my dear friends. In the beginning, we'll have timestamps beneath the video, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm going to be taking quite a few cards. You will see me pulling those cards. And before I go on to the reading, I'd like to just wish Miss Vicky, my darling, a happy belated birthday. She had her birthday a few days ago. I remembered she's got her moon at 0 Cancer. So I'm sorry if I missed your birthday, Miss Vicky, but here I am. Better late than never, they do say. Okay. We've got a beautiful soul family here at Divine Debut 11 and on Patreon. Do consider joining us if you want to become part of this family. Of course, on YouTube, we still connect here. It's just that we share more on Patreon. So if you are interested, do join us. So let's see what's going on. You can get all the links, anything that you need beneath the video. How you can contact me if you want to connect with me on a more personal level. You can email me. Okay, Cancer season, the moon, the mother, the home, the country, our subconscious, matters to do with the past, dear friends. So it's like we're celebrating the ability to feel nurtured, provided for, loved. Okay, Cancer also rules, apart from ruling the home, it rules food. Feeling good, having a nice meal. I hope that you all have the ability to do that. As we know, life is quite expensive right now with what's going on collectively and personally for many of you. Let's hope that the sun heals, brings healing to our little nests. Okay, the nests that we've built. Okay, 21st of June of 2022. It was exact. It was at 0 degrees, 0 minutes, a couple of hours back. Those of you in this southern hemisphere, obviously you're ahead of us. So you've already progressed a bit more. There's a shift of energy, the 0 degrees axis of the cardinal signs. So Cancer, opposite is Capricorn, Aries and Libra, very important degrees for the world. Let's see what's going on collectively, energetically, for all of us, as we are all part of the collective. I'm going to take a few cards. I've already pre-shuffled, my dear friends, so let's take a couple. I'm going to take 3 cards here. Page of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. We have, let's see what the Karma Dharma is for the collective. For the collective, the Karma Dharma, dear Spirit. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. That is beautiful. Lovely to see. Let's see what's going on in matters pertaining to love for the collective, dear Spirit. Thank you. This is the Whispers of Love deck if you're interested. Be supportive, it says. Let's look at some thoughts, perceptions pertaining to love. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. I feel damaged, just like I can't do this. Okay. We see self-doubts here, where matters pertaining to love are concerned. Abandoned. This is the Mystic Moon Oracle, dear friends, but we've got divine timing, and there are changes coming through. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle. Wow, we've got a love triangle here. So there's choices. We've got choices between 2 different people. Could be 2 different love partners, a past and a new. 2 current for some of you. But there's decisions. Even if it's not 2 people that one is choosing from, there's other people in the story. That's what it says to me here. So let's see what's going on with the fortune-telling cards. We've got concerns. We've got a child here. Child means newness. We've got a mature man. And we will take one message from the Chocolate Lovers. Chocolate Lovers cards. Chocolate ice cream. We will read that in a moment. Okay, let's see what's going on. So the Karma Dharma for the collective here is the Wheel of Fortune. It is Sagittarius. Okay, the wheel turns. This is the card of fate, changes, endings, anything related to a change of energies, just like the sun ingressing into Cancer. Okay, it can speak to our beliefs. It can speak to anything pertaining to foreigners, distant countries, other religions or beliefs, someone's truth, anything pertaining to justice, endings of a cycle, the beginning of new cycles. We see here we've got the Page of Cups, so there is some sort of an offer on the table, which obviously it's a small offer, but it's like it's think of this cup. Right, this offer, this blessed offer that comes through unexpectedly. It's Pisces, so it's unconditional love. Now, of course, pages can speak to messengers or childlike energies, youthful, new messages coming through pertaining to unconditional love, but also some sort of an offer which will complete. We've got the nine of Cups here, which is possibly a wish fulfillment. Think of this cup missing from here. We would have been talking about the 8 of Cups. So it feels as though someone's checked out of a situation here emotionally. But this message of inspiration, love, compassion, a positive, potential creative offer, it can speak to anything that we're creating, anything that will make us happy and bring some sort of a wish fulfillment here. The 9 of Cups is something that we've wished for, right? So we've got water and a fair bit of water. So we've got Pisces, we've got the Queen of Wands, which is more Leo. It can be any other fire sign, of course. The Queen of Wands, remember, is all about creation. She's got the ability to to go for what it is that she desires. And she's very creative. She's very attractive. She's very much about luck and happiness and fire. So there's a sense of desire, and she's going to take action. She's not going to sit back and relax. So there's going to be a message that's going to come in that's going to bring positivity and good news. So we know that the Queen of Wands has got knowledge. Queens are all about knowledge. So she's got the knowledge now that she was hopefully waiting on, let's say. And again, if we look at the cards here, that's 10 cups. 10 cups means, of course, some sort of a completion, but it does speak to bliss as well. Some sort of a completion or happiness, a happy ending to something. And the Queen of Wands does, she is very powerful, and she not only attracts, but she also chases her luck. So she's got luck on her side, and she's got the power within her to create water and fire. There's like a replenishing sort of energy here, where something, think of it, the Wheel of Fortune being a 10, what comes after is, of course, it's justice. So we've come out of our, think of the wheel is a 10, so before that is a number 9, which is the Hermit. Someone's coming out, they've seen the light, they're coming out of their solitude, and they're ready to make an offer. You know, the Page of Cups can also be an apology many times. So okay, someone is willing to support some sort of a venture, willing now, a decision has been made. Someone has seen the light. Okay, now where love is concerned here, it does speak to matters pertaining to the past. It says, I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. And I feel damaged just like I can't do this. So there are self-worth issues, and it could be all about the past or someone's childhood, right? We've got the card of abandoned. The card of abandoned for me, it reminds me of, yes, there's an open wound here. Someone's left a situation. It can also speak to childhood wounds coming up or self-worth issues. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Divine Timing, which are two very similar cards for me. They do speak to changes, positive changes, and it's all about divine timing. Okay. So having let go of something, it's like releasing and not pushing it away, and letting things play out, letting the story play out. Okay. And waiting on those, those fated events to take part. I mean, divine timing, the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, they do speak to the help, the guidance of Spirit, and the luck coming through Spirit as well. Here we've got concerns. It is a number 33, which, threes do speak to expansion, but they also speak to... it could speak to other people being involved here. We've got the child, so there's some sort of concern, could be around a child, or some sort of concern about a choice that's made, or having difficulty in making a choice, because 22 comes after 33 comes after 22. They're master numbers, and 22 is like a path opening, choices needing to be made, opportunities, which is what the wheel brings us as well. Okay, so we've got the child card here, and the child can speak to a potential child or anything to do with newness, something new. It speaks to happiness, or it speaks to there's some sort of concern pertaining to could be a mature man or someone that's in a marriage. It is a number 5, and 5 speaks to the Hierophant, which is the Taurian energy, but also changes going on. Now, the Hierophant does speak to faith as well. The mature man is someone that has got life experiences. Obviously, mature man means maturity, or having been humbled or matured through challenges. We do have concerns here. Now, the child is number 18. 18 can also speak to the moon. It's the number of the major arcana of the moon. Okay, so things happening around a home, things that were hidden, unknown. Okay, we've got be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. And we do see here that there is support. I don't know whether it's from the divine, or someone is going to make a supportive offer, an offer that will give support here. And this is a genuine offer, so that word Gemini does bring trust issues here. And we do see also trust issues with the Piscean energy. Pisces can be illusion or deception, or not trusting. Okay, and this is the card of truth, Jupiter, the wheel. Your truth, someone else's truth. What is the truth? Okay, Jupiter is expansive, it's optimistic, and it brings healthy and positive changes. We've got a triangle here. So it does speak to choices, choosing between two different people. It doesn't have to be two romantic connections. It could be choosing between a partner and it could be a sibling. I don't know if there's competitive energies here. Okay, we do see that there's someone that's holding on to the memories. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. And someone has got sort of cold feet, or is scared that they will be knocked back, that there will be a knockback here. Maybe even scared to apologize, fearing that their apology will be knocked back. So they're concerned, they've got doubts about bringing in this new thing, this new beginning, let's say. Now we do see two divine masculine here in these cards, which can speak to two choices pertaining to two love relationships. I'd like to take a couple of Sibilas. I'd like to see what this concern is all about. We've got Amalato, which is low morale, self-worth issues, abandonment of morale, someone not taking action. Also, this can speak to matters of health as well. For some of you, could be psychological and just self-worth issues. So someone feeling very low at this time. Let's look at the child. So we've got the card of jealousy, past hurts or regrets. It does feel like a sense of imprisonment. Jealousy obviously can speak to other people involved, but there's regrets pertaining to, I don't know, maybe not taking action in the past, having been blocked by a certain situation, and it could be a missing information, some sort of an illusion of the past. Let's look at what this mature man is. And we've got Speranza in the reverse. It's interesting, I'm not reading reversals. Speranza is a card of hope. It's the Eight of Cups. It can speak to fears as well, but it is more a card of hope. So emotionally, having checked out, I did speak about the Eight of Cups up there. Checking out, it can speak to someone having gone through a spiritual awakening as well, through challenges. We've got a couple of eights, so it's like revisiting a certain situation here. Someone checking out of a marriage, even though it took them a while. I mean, the mature man is someone that's either age-wise mature, or they've gone through a humbling process here, where there was a certain blockage because of a child, because of a low morale, or worried and not wanting to abandon a child or a situation. It could speak to someone that's very traditional as well, but we see that there's change here with the Eight of Cups. It's like leaving something that was not fulfilling and moving on. Let's have a look at that triangle. We've got denaro. This is the safe. It's the Six of Cups, so it could speak to a soulmate. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Stanza is the things that are hidden behind a closed door. It's like possibly finding out about what was going on behind closed doors. Could have been that someone married for the money. Someone having married because of children, and because of someone needing the security here. But also then with the stanza, there's information coming in about things that were unknown, things that were hidden, and possibly this will start off something new, like something long-term, something that will be of value. We've got the Queen of Wands here in the reverse, the La Matrice. She's like the Queen of Wands. She's a 12, so it's like hanging in there and waiting for news, for some stable new beginning, something precious that she's been hoping to find out about. Is it information that was not unknown that will help her make a decision? Or for some of you, I mean, this could be, and because I'm not reading reversals in this deck, so for some of you, obviously this could be someone that was just doing everything that they desired, making themselves happy. Just someone that was quite greedy, I get. Married for the wrong reasons, use their magnetism, their sexuality, their attractiveness to lure in someone that will provide them with a sense of security and wish fulfillment. But it was more about taking and not giving, I get here. That's what I get here. Let's just, I would like to take a couple of cards. I want to see what this wish fulfillment is. The Nine of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Cups, my dear friends. So it does speak to love. It does speak to a brand new beginning, a new emotional, happy beginning. Yes, it could be a new relationship. Yes, it could be a new I didn't really look at that card. I don't know if you got a peek. I was looking at the cards ahead of me, so I don't know what it was. Was it the Six of Swords? I don't know. But yeah, a new beginning where love is concerned. It is a gift. This is on offer, which will bring bliss, possibly. But it can also speak to a restart, also closing up a chapter, leaving something to do with the past. Something's run its course, it's ended. And someone is genuinely making an offer of support, which can bring a lot of happiness. This offer, and it's interesting that the angel holds the bow and arrow. So we've just recently had a full moon in Sagittarius. It's like aiming and targeting something. Okay, the bow and arrow does speak to Cupid, so it does speak to happiness, love. I don't know if this rings true in relation to a love child as well. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. We've got the Hermit. So someone sees the light. The Hermit is a number 9. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, though. Someone's seen the light. Someone is seeking knowledge. Someone is receiving the light. You could see here that there's a sharing of the information, of the wisdom here. This flame, which is desire, it's powerful, it's wisdom, it's understanding, it's having seen. And this is Virgo, and Virgo is all about the details. Virgo is also about service. So the Hermit is someone who's been in solitude, in hiding. Someone's ready to come out. They've seen the light, I feel here. And of course the Hermit can speak to someone's daily life or the service that they provide to others. Sharing the wisdom, sharing the knowledge. Let's take one more. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The Queen of Cups is all about love, okay? So it's all about nurturing. It's very much the Cancerian energy for me. She's very much the mother. She's not only the career woman, she's also ready to receive, ready to offer here. So I don't know if this speaks to a mother and child. We do have the Page of Cups, which is also a water sign. Queen of Cups is a strong intuition. Trust in that. Okay. What's at the bottom? We've got the Seven of Swords here. And in this deck, in the Connolly Tarot, it speaks to making love and not war. That's how I read this card. We've got the harp here. There's music here. It's the Two of Swords that are up in the clouds. The Five of Swords are looking down, right? It's not like someone running away with these swords. It's more about letting go of the conflict. Like giving someone the benefit of the doubt pertaining to some sort of theft or trickery or misunderstanding. This can speak to ingenious or tactful action that's being taken. Remember, it's perception, it's thought process, it's communication. So it's more about putting the swords down, not fighting and making music, bringing harmony into a situation. That's what I get, everyone. That's exactly what I get here with the Seven of Swords. So whatever is going on, it's more about that loving, nurturing energy. We do have a lot of feminine energy here, even though the Queen of Wands, fire is masculine, right? So we've got a nice healthy balance here. Now we've got a two divine feminine as well, so I don't know if this is if we've got a divine masculine choosing between two divine feminine, possibly. But there is something precious that's on offer here. The thing is, what I want to ask here, has this precious jewel, this precious offer been offered to the right person? I do feel that there are regrets here. But divine timing and the will of fate will bring the changes that are necessary. And possibly someone is abandoning a situation. There is support from Spirit here. Jupiter is very optimistic. Okay. I just want to take one last card on the triangle with a Mirror's Love Oracle. One more card on that. And we've got short-term heartbreak. Short-term breakup. This will not last. This broken heart will not last. It's only very short-term. So someone needs a little bit of time to make a decision. Do not lose hope. Okay? All right. I think I will take... we've taken the card. Let's read it. Okay, we've got joy. Joy speaks to Leo energies for me. Okay, we've got ice cream and chocolate ice cream and joy. And the card reads, when life becomes too serious, find time for joy. Embrace the creative, talented, and enthusiastic side of your nature. This card represents a time of true happiness. Indulge in things that make you feel alive and young again. Things that make you laugh out loud. Adopt a childlike attitude. And we've got the child right here. Loosen up and have some fun. Be like Peter Pan. Believe you can fly and enjoy life. And the affirmation is, I'm young at heart, I enjoy life, and life enjoys me. So it speaks to like a rebirth and like a new happy chapter coming through, my dear friends. Childlike energies. So I love that. Okay, let's start off now with the sign of Cancer. You can get the timestamps beneath the video. As I said, I'm starting off with Cancer. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to choose the cards so you can watch me choosing them, and then I will read for Cancer, dear friends. Okay, Cancer. Leo. Virgo. Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's make some space here. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, please. Thank you. Aquarius. Aquarius. Pisces. Aries. 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 Aries, dear Spirit. Aries. Taurus. 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 And Gemini. 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 Okay, so that's it. We've started off with Cancer. Let's pack the cards Let's put them away. I will leave them here just in case I need to take a bit of clarity. Yeah. Okay, so we will start off. Let's make a little bit of space here in front of me. All right, Cancer. Cancer, with the sun having ingressed into Cancer. What do we have, dear Spirit? Oh my God, like, wow, okay. Okay. Cancer, that's interesting. We've got a mature man. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. That's very much the Cancerian energy. Some of you are obviously mothers. We've got the King of Cups and the mature man. Very, very similar energies. We've got the Two of Cups, dear Cancer. Wow. And the Magician. Let's look at the, we've got stuck. The Mystic Moon Oracle says that you've been stuck. Let's see what some messages are. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. We've got concerns. We've got imprisonment. We've got poverty. What's the Karma Dharma? We've got the Star, and your message from the chocolate message cards is free spirit. Someone is freeing themselves up, it looks like. Embrace the wild, free-natured, hippie side of yourself and indulge in something decadent and delicious. Organic chocolate embodies the essence of lovers, not the fighters, the peacemakers, the flower children, and the free spirits. Some of you probably were born in the 60s here, obviously. Maybe it's time to take off your clothes and dance naked in the rain, let down your hair, walk barefoot through the grass, or wear rainbow colors and flowers in your hair. Let your spirit run free and remove all sense of restriction from your life. I rejoice in the freedom life has given me. And we see that you've been under a lot of stress. There's been a lot of challenges here. It looks more like a love triangle for me here. And I do see it is a love reading more so. Obviously, some of you are trying to get out of a stuck situation. We've got the stuck card here, right, which is very much Capricorn. So dear Cancer, obviously Capricorn is opposite you. And we know the Star is a wish fulfillment. It could be someone that you communicate through social media with. Okay, it could speak to someone that is also at a physical distance from you. Or, you know, the Star also speaks to revolution, aiming and shooting for the stars, right? What is your wish fulfillment? Here we've got, it says demonstrate love. So someone's going to demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. So this is like finding out what is important in love. Okay, we've got the King of Cups, which can speak to Scorpio as well, but King of Cups is a demonstration of love. We've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Magician, which speaks to, it's a major arcana and it's an ace. Okay, and the organic chocolate reminds me of, there's like an organic change that's going on, something that is more free-flowing for you. Okay, the mature man is very, very similar to the King of Cups to me. We see a lot of communication. We see that in the Magician as well. Now, someone is going to show their true colors, their true self. We do have Aquarius, which is all about truth. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. So overcoming those dark thoughts, right, of not being able to manifest, to chase what it is that you love. Okay, we do see the concerns here. There's a sense of imprisonment and Also the poverty. Poverty feels like there's been no communication. Now finances could also could have been the issue here as well. But we see that we've got the Magician here, which is Mercury. Mercury is now covering new ground. Mercury rules Gemini as well as Virgo. So I don't know if you're dealing with any of those signs. But there are choices in love. And again, this does speak very much to the collective reading. We did have a couple of similar cards, right? It feels like someone was stuck. We've got a 48 here, which is a 12, which is Pisces and the Hanging Man. Pisces can be a love affair, a love triangle, or dealing with karma, trying to get unstuck and close up a major cycle that's held you in a sense of imprisonment. Now, the imprisonment can speak to self-worth issues, financial issues, feeling left out in the cold. Someone was stuck in something karmic and they could not relate, could not communicate. They were not able to make a choice. But we do see maturity, and we did have the mature man in the collective reading as well. So do check that out if you have not. It looks like the sun is sort of going to give you a lot of information. The sun ingressing into Cancer, and on your solar return, dear Cancer, you're going to be finding out, someone's going to be demonstrating love. Now, this could also be your energy, of course. We go from the King of Cups to the Two of Cups. And I see a new path opening here. And someone now is going to tell you the truth. It's like they're taking off the mask, that they've never forgotten you. Even though you think and you were out in the cold, you felt very much the miser, unloved, maybe also stuck on someone. This could also be someone from your past that's coming through, someone that's returning. We could have a return here. Someone maybe has come out of a blocked situation where they had other restrictions. They were stuck in the mud for whatever karmic reason. I mean, stuck is Saturn, is the energy of Saturn, right? Pluto is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde right now. So we've got the ability to work on past matters and transform our lives. The Magician is a beginning. It's an ace. We do see a path here, some sort of a possible connection. Again, there is an offer on the table, a demonstration of love. It could come from someone who's been humbled. They've matured, even if it's not someone who's got grey hair. It could speak to someone having gone through a maturing process here. But for many of you, we do see we've got an elder man here, a more mature man that has got a lot of concerns, maybe made wrong choices. Okay, and maybe they were dealing also with anything to do with restrictions, legal restrictions, time was restricting, or they needed to go through some sort of difficult lesson. Okay. The Star is a card of hope. It is a card of hope, and of course it is, Uranus, the ruling planet of Aquarius, is in Taurus. Taurus is where the eclipses are happening, so anything can happen, any radical changes can come through after being stuck and having waited forever for this offer coming through. Now, it doesn't have to be love for all of you. It could also speak to a creative project, okay? We've got the Magician is the stars are aligning, just like the Star card here. Now you've got the tools to make the magic. This could be a new partnership for many of you. Someone is ready to act. They're coming from a place of love. You know, the communication card could also speak to telepathy. This is a love relationship. There's a lot of communication. Watch out for signs and synchronicities. Someone is coming through as more authentic right now because they were wearing a mask before. All right, dear Cancer. So we've got a 2 and a 9 equals 11, 44, and a 1 is 45. That equals the Hermit. Someone's seen the light. Virgo comes through. Someone has been soul searching. Now they're going with the flow. The changes are coming through. It's just like the Wheel of Fortune, which is one step ahead So what I see is justice happening for you. The changes that are going on for you, it's like you're at the end of a cycle and ready to step in a new cycle, okay? And it's going to happen organically. It does speak to connecting with the earth as well. Organic chocolate, right? Free spirit. Someone is free now to pursue you. And there's going to be a lot of happiness, and I rejoice in the freedom life has given me. The freedom to choose, the freedom to be authentic, all those things. The freedom from being stuck in a narcissistic, maybe love affair with someone that was very unhealthy for you. And some of you are the ones that are going to be authentic now as the sun is transiting through your sign. All right, dear Cancer, so that's what I have for you. What are the signs I've already mentioned? We've got Gemini, Virgo, we've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer obviously as well. Capricorn is here, Aquarius is here. Yeah, they're the main signs that come through for you. I'm wishing you well, dear Cancer. Okay. Oh, that was the Cancer. That was the Cancer reading. Sorry, I did not show you that. Let's go on to the next sign now. The next sign is Leo. Remember, it can be for your sun, moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, or your North Node. We've got a mature woman here. She can have light-colored eyes, dark hair, naturally dark on the darker side. Past life, and we've got also, I mean, you know, the eyes are the mirror of the soul. Past life can speak to a karmic situation, past life connection. Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So someone needs to cut the cord, some sort of a past life difficult cycle that they were in. This is a number 32. 32 is 5. 5 is the Hierophant. The Hierophant can speak to a marriage, obviously, or it can speak to just a very the Hierophant can speak to doing things by the book, being stuck in dogmatic ways of, you know, doing things. These are my beliefs and this is what I believe. Inner strength brings up Leo for me. Something needs to, I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. Someone needs to change the way that they act, or you know, their behavior, or sort of doing things by the book all the time. Let's see. 8 of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. So we see that there's maturation here. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Obviously, we've got air here as well. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, my dear friends. So we've got Earth here as well. Another card. Wow. Okay. And we've got the Queen of Cups, which she did show up in the collective reading. All right. What's going on with the Mystic Moon Oracles? We've got Crossroads. So you're at a juncture pertaining to family, your tribe, messages, thoughts, perceptions. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down. That's not always easy to deal with. So this is like bringing up difficult memories of the past. I wish I could take back the things I said. So I feel like there's a little bit of bad blood pertaining to the past. And I don't know if this is a twin flame reading as well, because seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down that's not always easy to deal with. So maybe there's painful memories. Someone has got regrets pertaining to their behavior of the past. And there's swords in our mind and in our hearts. But we see here that even though someone was stuck in the past, maybe they made wrong choices as well. Crossroads, right? Crossroads. Choices made in the past or in the past lifetime. We've got the pathway opens. We've got a transformation, a change coming through. We've got family room. It's interesting that we've got tribe and family room. The family room is where you're very, very comfortable. You feel at home. It's like getting home, getting to a place where you, an environment which feels like home to you. And that could also be at a physical distance. You're needing to travel to get there. It's 21, which is the world card, so it's quite an accomplishment. The Karma Dharma is strength, so Leo does come up very strongly here. You're in your element or you're dealing with another Leo. Let's see what the message says here. Stimulation, chocolate-coated coffee beans. And it reads, an exciting and stimulating chapter of life awaits if it's not already happening. While higher energy levels may help you get things done, be mindful of impulsive behavior. Find positive, quiet, gentle outlets for creative and physical activity at this time to avoid feeling overly stimulated, confused and frustrated. So I do get some anxiety here. Try to find, exercise, a way to relieve any physical outlets of stress and anxiety at this time. I don't know, it could also be a lot of excitement. So I think we need to stay grounded if we can. Seek natural highs, take a trek, go rock climbing. To relax, go for a walk, meditate, take up yoga, and appreciate the simple things in life. Interesting. So, dear Leo, think about it. I mean, something's going on behind you. It's like you cannot place your finger on it. With the sun ingressing into Cancer, something's going on behind the scenes. And it's like you're feeling like a rumbling of changes coming in. The affirmation here is, I'm always full of energy. The universe supplies me with all the energy I need as I nourish my body with good food and fill my life with good things and people. That's the Cancerian energy. Nourishing the body with good food and fill my life with good things and people. So the past life here, this mature woman, there's something pertaining to the soul, to the depths, to the psyche. Pay attention. Because here we've got very much the Plutonian energies. That's what I get, dear Leo. The Plutonian energies. What's that song? Something about don't make my brown eyes blue. Is that the song? I just can't put my finger on the song, but I'm going to reference, I will give you the link. Something about pain where love is concerned. I feel like there's a past life chapter, there's a karmic chapter that's going on for this mature woman. I feel that this is mainly you. And it could be also something that's sort of pointing to the past, a past lifetime. Okay, it's asking that you have the strength to recognize that maybe a cycle or something that's been repeated in the past. It's like you're going around in cycles, and it feels as though here, now I don't know if this is you going around in cycles or dealing with someone, and you're both going around the same cycle. Look at we've also got like a cycle, a chain that's around this tiger. So like it's like needing to have the strength, trusting that you've got the confidence and the strength to break this vicious cycle, which is, it's got ties to the past, whether it's from past years or a past lifetime. Also, there's bondage here, and this is our perception of being stuck, right? Stuck in a difficult pattern. And this is a perception. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius or another air sign. The Knight of Wands is all about driven energies, moving towards what it is that you desire. We see that there's maturation here. Knight of Wands is someone that is not stuck. This energy is all about having the ability to move, to transform, to mature, to grow. King of Wands has got the knowledge and the know-how and the experience. And I don't know if this is someone that you're dealing with. We've got a fire sign. We could have air, fire and air, very similar energies, right? I don't know if it's Leo, Aquarius. Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini. I don't know why I get that. Leo, Aquarius would be more. We've got Leo, the Strength card here. So Ace of Pentacles is something that's on offer here. It's something long-term. It can speak to monetary issues of value, self-worth issues. Someone coming out of sort of a blockage, a bondage, and this could be the perception that they were blocked in a certain situation. Was it because of finances, because of a home, because of this new beginning? We know the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She's very much about, she uses her third eye, her intuition. Her third eye is open. Her crown chakra is open. Trust that there will be love, nurturing. There's an offer on the table. This is an ace, and the ace, it's the Ace of Pentacles, which is something practical, something physical. It can speak to an offer, moving in together, a new home. It can also speak to a partnership where the ability to create is concerned here. And there's like a grounding energy. There's like a materializing of what it is that's desired here. And the ability to create is here as well. Now, Queen of Cups, someone that's very nurturing, loving, very motherly. King of Wands comes through as someone more driven, and they show up through fire. So it's about passion, desire, sexuality. But what's in between them? So even though, and we've got the King of Wands looking at this ace, right? It looks like Spirit is sort of offering this ace to the King of Wands, and it's like a tool. It's like a tool that's being given to this King of Wands that can be offered to this Queen of Cups, she's got her back turned to this Ace of Wands. So she doesn't know about this, and it could be in the mind. It could be what is planned or what is being created that's happening that she has no knowledge about. And I did say before that, Leo, something is going on behind your back. And it could also, because the King of Wands, to me, it's as though he's having some sort of a conversation. So there's dealings, business dealings here, or conversations about a new beginning, a new stable beginning, an offer that's on the table that this Queen of Cups does not know about. Now, of course, here we've got the crossroads, which is a juncture. It's a decision that needs to be made. Someone needs to be confident to make that decision. It can relate to family. Now, the tribe card does remind me of like a twin flame connection. Tribe does speak to family, so coming from or feeling as though the person you're dealing with is part of your family. So there's a great sense of familiarity or understanding that you come from the same tribe here. So there will be memories that are coming up about regrets to do with the past. But obviously something's ended here. The fact that we've got the pathway that opens here and we've got the butterflies, it speaks to the Scorpio energy. So having let go of any any karma pertaining to the past, carrying any bad blood pertaining to the past, things that have been blocking the ability to manifest, and moving towards a new cycle, a new path that is opened. We've got an 8 here, which is also Leo. Remember, this is a card of confidence, courage, trust. To trust and know that we've got the confidence to move forward. This path opens up, and this path leads to a family room, feeling very comfortable and very loved and nurtured, and an accomplishment of closing up a major difficult cycle in one's life. And you know, the World card also speaks to physical travel, so connecting to someone that could be at a physical distance, needing to take that road, take that high road, overcome any regrets pertaining to the past. Okay, and there is anxiety. I mean, coffee can be very bitter as well, but it's also a lot of stimulation and excitement. It does say an exciting and stimulating chapter of life awaits, if it's not already happening. Okay, and there's a lot of action, a lot of desire to move forward, but be careful with impulsive behavior, it speaks to. And it just speaks to, like, you know, positive energy, a lot of physical activity. Try not to go overboard though. All right, so dear Leo, I think that that's what I have for you. There's a new path. You're moving into a home, into a situation that's going to make you feel at home. But those painful memories probably are coming up to the surface so that those could be wiped away. It's like you're shedding any past karma pertaining to a past life. So clearing your space. And there's a lot of excitement, and there's a lot of openness here with the Queen of Cups. Trust your intuition that path will open up for you. There is a lot of desire from a divine masculine, someone that's ready to create, right? This is someone that's got their own business, someone that will come through as very desirous. Yes, it could be someone that travels. Yes, it could be someone that has grown up with different beliefs, but there is an offer on the table here, which is going to be very much of value to you, and that will provide you with something stable, long-term, and very fruitful. So there's excitement about this new journey that opens up for you, dear Leo. Some of you could also be like letting go of past old habits, or if you're dealing with someone that was keeping you in an unhealthy cycle, you're cutting that cord. You're deciding as the path opens for you, you're cutting that cord. You're listening to your higher self. Okay, you're not getting stuck in that same usual cycle again. You're letting it go. All right, dear Leo, so that's what I have for you. I hope that this helped. All right. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node. We've got children. We've got blonde female. She could be blonde, or she could have reddish sort of hair. For many of you, it could be someone that's got light-colored eyes. We've got love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. And this is number 8. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, lots of earth, 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, which is usually Scorpio, could be any other water sign. Sagittarius also, I'm going to say, I get the energy of Sag here. Because it looks very similar to the Knight of Wands. That's why I'm mentioning Sagittarius. I suppose for others of you could be another fire sign. But let's look at the Mystic Moon Oracles. We've got contemplation, from a divine masculine, someone that's trying to see things from an elevated place. We've got spring, so there's a feeling of spring and blooming in the air. We've got nostalgia. You could be dealing with nostalgia. Does speak to, very similar to the Six of Cups, a soulmate connection. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. You are an angel. Despair. It speaks to not hiring, so you could have money issues or work issues. We've got expectation. We see a divine masculine more that's in despair. The divine feminine is more in waiting. She's expecting someone to come out of their issues and offer. We do see the offer here. Let's see what your karma dharma is. We've got the Magician. This is your card, dear Virgo, Mercury. The Magician is an ace, right? Let's see what your chocolate card is. Melted chocolate and goodness. Melted chocolate reads, this card represents the peacemaker and crowd pleaser. While you can see the good in people, being practical of mind and down to earth will evoke a sense of integrity, inspiring others to seek your advice. While it is important to be there for everyone, it is equally as important to set time aside for yourself. Putting yourself first will make you a better friend, lover, parent, or colleague. And the affirmation says, I allow myself to go with the flow and make time for myself. I remember my true essence. So, of course, Virgo, this is your message. And Virgo is of service to everyone, always. So it's a time of more letting your hair down, dear Virgo. I do feel the blonde female, which could be your energy. It's all about being grounded. She's a very easygoing, peacemaking sort of a soul. So this could be your energy. Of course, it doesn't have to be like that, but it speaks to, like, you know, feeling comfortable within your own skin, letting your hair down, making some time for you. It does speak to always being there for others. And I don't know why I get this, but I get that someone is really seeing your true colors and saying that they, seeing the value and who you truly are. Now, we've got children here. Some of you could be parents, of course. Children could also speak to, in Amira's Love Oracle, I do see it very similar to the Nostalgia and Six of Cups card. Either some of you are parents, which you, obviously, children do keep us very busy, but this is like play. Children can speak to play and that Leo energy, which is all about love and play and sort of doing something that will make you happy. Now, obviously, someone could be inspired and they're asking for your advice. We've got someone that's in despair here. Could be another divine masculine. I do see a sense of maturity in the divine feminine. So someone that's very patient, very loving. That could be your energy as well, dear Virgo. But it says here, love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. And that could be what is coming through. So you're being recognized as someone that's very stable, very, very dependable. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Slow and steady pace, being there for others, right? Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, which can speak to family. And it can speak to a possible support system, or that you're slowly moving towards some sort of abundance. Now, the Ten of Pentacles can speak to a marriage as well. The Six of Pentacles does speak to equal giving and receiving, some sort of payout, or that you've been on a path where you're going towards something that will give you a great sense of security, whether this is the work that you do or where love is concerned. So your practical life, right? Your daily life. So you know that you're heading towards success, and it's it's very slow in coming, but you may have signs of that coming through. And it could also be support through family for others of you. This could also speak to an offer that's on the table. The offer can relate to financial help, or slow and steady wins the race. There's a potential sense of abundance, or you're dealing with someone that literally has got a big pocket, someone who's financially in a really good place. So this could be help, support, financial support from someone that can, or you're in matters of love. There could be more a return, right? Or someone now coming through with the goods, because you've been there, because you've been stable. We've got a Knight of Cups. Remember, Knight of Cups is water. So someone whose emotions, they go through fluctuations. One minute it's, yes, I'm going to do this. The next it's, no, I can't do this. But we also get the energy of fire here. So it's more about quickness. Someone desiring to come in and give you that cup. So there's an offer on the table that will give you a sense of happiness, because there's harmony and balance here. There's reciprocity. There's a sense of abundance here. And we've got a divine masculine in contemplation. We see the flowers here and the flowers here. And it does have to do with the past, because we've got nostalgia. Either that, or this is someone new for some of you that could remind you of someone of the past. Someone that may feel familiar to you. Someone who's recognized you being there for them. Now, poor Virgo is always the peacemaker and the crowd pleaser, and it does say that at this solstice, it's time to take care of you. Okay, where love is concerned, there is going to be an offer on the table, but there's something that someone's trying to figure out. What I get here, what comes through for me, is the person that you're dealing with romantically, they see your true colors, they see your true essence and your true heart. And they truly love who you are. But they're trying to figure out if you're real or if you're not. If you're an angel walking this earth. This is a very specific message for some of you out there. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. And it could be someone not trusting in your motives, because you seem, dear Virgo, like you're so giving. And someone is trying to figure out whether they're going to take that risk on you. But I feel that they will. With the Magician is communication. It's a new beginning. Of course, we know that this is someone that has all the tools to make the magic. Magic could be in the air for you. What you've been expecting, even though things are looking quite grim, with the expectation, which is it's very similar to my Empress energy, because we know that she's got great patience. It can also speak to the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is the Virgo card, being on the inside, waiting on someone who's gone through despair. I just want to take a Sabila to see what that despair is all about, because this other person, whoever this is going through financial hardships, maybe because of, I don't know if this is someone that was in another marriage, so it's costing them financially. Some of you, if you were the third person, you're waiting very patiently. We've got a disgrazia, a tower moment, something that they are finding out about, or a major shift or an aha moment. It's the Seven of Swords. This is what is the despair. Maybe they've got doubts, I should say regrets about how they treated you in the past. Maybe if they, it's the Seven of Swords, so maybe they did something that was underhanded that they regret. Yes, it does have to do with secrecy around a marriage, around a commitment. The sacerdote is the Hierophant. He's holding something, hiding something behind his cape. So It could be things that have come to light pertaining to a marriage or a commitment. Okay? And that's the despair. We've got a 13 and a 7. Some sort of a crisis that they're going through. But there's second chances here. Okay? And I don't know if it's you giving them a second chance. Okay? Because there's nostalgia here, dear Virgo. So, all right. I allow myself to go with the flow and make time for myself. I remember my true essence. This card represents the peacemaker and crowd pleaser. While you can see the good in people, being practical of mind and down to earth will evoke a sense of integrity, inspiring others to seek your advice. So you are a role model, dear Virgo. You are inspiring others to be such, the way you are. While it is important to be there for everyone, it is equally as important to set time aside for yourself. Putting yourself first will make you a better friend, lover, parent, or colleague. Why do I get that someone else now is putting you first? That's what I get, dear Virgo. So let's leave that. Let's put the Sibyllers back and just go on to the next sign, dear Virgo. Thank you for connecting with me. Let's go on to the next sign. The next sign is Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and the North Node. We've got consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. We've got a young man, someone that loves sports cars, someone that's whizzing into your life, out of your life, I don't know. We've got karma. The door opens. We've got an open door here. Page of Swords. There's the open door. 10 of Wands. Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Fear. Action. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. Mature woman. We've got a big age difference here. For some of you, this is mother-son situation. So yeah, see, we've got the difference in age here. There's matters of integrity here as well. Just want to let you know that, dear Libra. Let's see what your karma dharma is. We've got the moon, something secretive. Okay, the chocolate card, hazelnut chocolate, sophistication. It's time to start enjoying life. Spoil yourself a little. Expose yourself to the finer things that life has to offer. Take a metaphorical journey back to the golden olden days where life offered an air of class, style, and sophistication. Indulge yourself by taking the day off to watch an old romantic movie, to hire a vintage car, or temporarily dip your toe into the decadent world of self-indulgent obsession. You have worked hard for your success, and now is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I deserve the fruits of my labor. So Libra, it's time to start enjoying life. So this speaks to those of you that have gone through difficult lessons, who have worked really hard at something here. Now the moon is the mother, so many of you are mothers, obviously, and you probably have got adolescent or teenage children. I don't know why I get that. We've got an older feminine here, divine feminine, that's got a very big age difference, who is romantically involved with a much younger divine masculine. For others of you, this could be mother-son situation here. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. So we are looking at commitments in here and how committed someone is in matters of love. That can speak of commitments as well, and commitments could also be to your children. Just letting you know that the moon card, of course, this is the Cancer season, so it's a very potent energy. Of course, the moon rules home. It also rules our subconscious, anything to do with the ability to nurture, to love others, to give others. And what the hazelnut chocolate says, it's time for you to indulge. So lots of similar energies or messages coming through from Virgo. So some of you that are Virgo Libra cuspers, do check the Virgo reading out. So we could see here that we've got a mature woman, and again she rings the Empress for me, which the Empress is Libra. And we've got a main male here, which we see a younger sort of a version of a male here. What's in between them is the occupation card, which can speak to hard work or karma or just being grounded or responsibilities, hard work, integrity, to hold one's integrity, do the right thing is a very hard thing. Now, why do I get here that some of you have got a sense of like you're trying to do the right thing by others and not looking at what you love and what you want for yourself? So you're considering your foundation, your family members. Maybe someone is, and this could also be an adolescent son, which I get that there isn't very much of an age difference between your adolescent son and someone that you're romantically connected to. It's like someone's finger pointing to you and saying, how committed are you? Or are you standing in integrity? And it's like a sort of a wake-up call, which I feel that you need to work through. Your responsibilities to your home. And what are your responsibilities right now? I feel as though there's like you're weighing up the scales. Or do I do what is right for others and the people that I've nurtured, I've created, my children or my home or my responsibilities, my position in life and my happiness? And I feel that that's where the opposition is. So you're dealing with a karmic situation right now, but there's opportunities here. We see the door opening. Page of Swords could be, many times it could be a spoiled brat, right? Someone that's could be using harsh words. It's Gemini. And Gemini can speak to choices. What do I do, right? It also speaks to truths, communication, cutting words as well. Decisions that need to be made. Now here is the open door, and we see the seeds that have been planted. So we know that the Ten of Wands is like a heavy burden, but it's like you've got a token which you can unlock this potential, this open door, which karma dharma brings you. Let's say, even though it's a hard situation, it will open doors. That's what I'm saying. So you've already planted those seeds. You've done the work. The Ace of Swords is a potential success story. It is like you're shedding anything, even though it's a double-edged sword, and you're stuck here. I feel that through your truth, you will succeed. Your truth, your higher mind, you can find a way to successfully work through your fears and then take the action. We do have the card of fear here. Now the moon also speaks to fears, a fear of what others will say, a fear of being deemed as unworthy, being a mother. I feel that there's a lot of that coming through for you. Okay. Now here we've got, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, and I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So I don't know if this is a relationship from the past. This could also be something that's sort of torn you apart, Those of you that are mothers, and for some of you, this could be in relation to your own mother. Maybe there's been a tear or a karmic, a sort of a crack within your relationship pertaining to your child, to your, could also be up to a 30-year-old son here with a young male. I would say 25, 30 years old. And we see that Page of Swords is also, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So this could also be in relation to a past relationship where maybe there's been deception, maybe there's been a crack within your relationship, and obviously someone's got regrets pertaining to the past and they're fearing coming through. But I feel that there's a lot of, there's a lot of quick energies here with the sports car, right? It's movement, it's quick movement. It's like a gush of wind coming in and opening that door, that portal. And it's something that you've been invested in or maybe also stuck in. Now, of course, this could speak to the fear coming from the divine masculine, whether it's a son or a younger relationship. Some of you could also work with this person. Okay, maybe it's someone that you worked with. We could be talking about a Sagittarius. We've got a 14 here. 14 is Sagittarius. Dear Libra, what else do we have here? We've obviously got Cancer, Pisces. We've got Gemini. We've got Capricorn and Taurus. We've got Libra, Taurus. Hello, Agape. Okay, so what I want to do is I'd like to, I want to see what this occupation card talks about. Delirante, someone having done something silly. Maybe two-timing. Allegrezza al cuore, involving other people. Some gossip. But we've got Emmanuel, and Agape walks onto the table, dear Libra. Agape comes in for you and she sneaked in. So she's a sneaky little character here. Hello. Yes, anything else? Are you comfortable there? Hello, dear friends. My name is Agape and I'm here to bless your cards. Dear Libra, love comes in for you. The last card is the Emmanuel, which is the spiritual connection. This is like the Ace of Wands. Okay, there is some sort of an offer on the table. It's the Ace of Wands, so the light comes on. You get to see something that was unclear for yourself, something you could not understand. There is a lot of desire to connect. And Agape is going to have to go down right now, Agape, because you're going to muck up my cards. Thank you, sweetheart. So that's what I see. Now, there is fear. Someone wants to bring an offer in. Make some sort of a commitment here. It's like they're fighting within their, their unconscious fears are coming up. And I feel that some of you will be put in the situation to see, are you ready for this commitment? Are you ready? Because obviously someone is checking you out. They want to come through and apologize, okay? Even though it's very hard for them, I feel that they will be apologizing. So it's like, remember, the 10 of Wands turns into the Ace of Wands, which is a seed that was planted from the past. So this heavy burden falls, it's cut away. Something will be revealed to you. The Ace of Swords is a victory card. So, dear Libra, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you well. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I will talk to you soon. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or North Node in Scorpio. Okay, you're dealing with obstacles at this time. The obstacles could be money issues, okay? But they do relate to love as well. This is a Mirror's Love Oracle, dear Scorpio. So let's see what's going on. Speak the language of love. Number 35, which equals an 8. 8 is Leo. It's the Strength card. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So someone having the courage to speak the message of love, the words of love. Let's see what's going on. We've got the 3 of Cups, which can be reconciliation. We've got Queen of Pentacles, could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you could also be a mother. Okay, I also get Gemini. We've got the twins here. We've got a 6 of Swords, so leaving any conflict, any conflict with other people, conflicts of interest as well. And we've got Scorpio and the Death card here. So your life is changing on many, many levels here, dear Scorpio. Many levels. You're going towards a deep, deep transformation. A lot of changes in your life. New direction, okay? Third party, you see. Doesn't matter what order they come in. We've got divine timing, okay? An obstacle could also be so that you're dealing with someone that's in another marriage, because the Money card could speak to family, marriage. So let's see what the words, the thoughts are. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. We will be together again. Oh my God. My heart is telling me just do it. Wow. We've got another message here. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. Wow, how many cards do we have here for Scorpio? Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. So obviously some of you may have been dealing with someone that was in another marriage. Okay, and maybe you're going to find out about that. It does speak to a third party, the 3 of Cups, many times. But you're coming out of that conflict. Someone is falling out of the equation here, no doubt. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a mature man. We've got great fortune. Some of you are feeling very, very lucky. Maybe you've been dealing with a mature man, or someone has been humbled, or that the mature man being a 5 and it's Taurus. Maybe there's, the energies are getting unstuck. There's changes coming in that are going to be very positive. It does need, though, it is, what is required here is confidence. Okay, your karma dharma this month is the devil. My God, you are dealing with karma, but there is like a release here with the devil that we see is in a cage here. If they feel blocked, limited, having the inability to move, to get out of anything challenging a third party as well. I mean, the devil can speak to a love triangle, but there's a transition going on. Okay, someone is leaving. Someone is leaving this third party. I don't know if it's you or if it's someone that's blocking your happiness here. Speak the language of love. Someone is ready to speak their truth. Someone is going to have the confidence to make a choice. Loving words have got the power to change someone's life, including your own. Now let's see what the chocolate message is. Chocolate-coated peanuts. Trust. There are trust issues that will be coming up here. Be careful where you place your trust. Remember that with every door that closes, another will open. You are being guided to a situation that is much better, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. Trust yourself. Trust in the universe. This is a time to break free of the past and anything that may be holding you back. I trust in my own intuition. I am guided as to where the universe wants to lead me. I trust in the divine order of things. And we've got divine timing here. So this is all about learning. It's about wisdom. Divine timing is the wheel, like the wheel of fortune turning. We've got great fortune here. You're having a good break. Whatever is going on for you, there's a positive break. Spirit is leading you down a different path. Okay, now this could also speak to obstacles. The obstacles could be in love. Many times love and career, they tend to fall like under the same category, same timing. So when your money situation gets unstuck, so does your love situation. That's what I'm getting here. Someone is speaking the language of love. Speaking the language of love, talking about love, coming from a place of love. I love to see that we've got the Death card here, dear Scorpio, and the Devil. So whatever you've been stuck in, you will be released away from. And you know, the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, which can speak to other people being in the situation. I love triangle, third party. Someone is falling out of the equation. There's a new direction that you're taking. A new path opens. And we know that divine timing is very similar to the Wheel of Fortune, so it can speak to matters of justice or things being put right from the universe if you were dealing with a third party, or any blockages pertaining to this new direction. They are being taken away. Now, Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing, loving. She provides security. She provides for her loved ones, for her children. She's very motherly. Right? Queen of Pentacles is very stable. She knows her worth. She's good with her money. And it can also say that where there's been restrictions or conflict pertaining to your money, that's changing as well. Now, someone lied to you. Someone screwed things up. They didn't know how to fix it. So it looks like Spirit is stepping in to help open this door, to help unlock. There's some sort of a resolution here. Okay. I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. Someone was not ready for this connection. We will be together again. Someone is betting on this. And my heart is telling me just do it. Even though someone screwed things up and they lied to you, it was easier for them, but now it's time that they're facing the music. Okay? So for some of you, I believe that it's this mature man that's lied to you. Could have been a Taurus, could have been, we've got Taurus, Scorpio. Of course, you are Scorpio. I don't know if you're dealing with another Taurus or Scorpio. We've got water here, so we do have, I mean, we've got Capricorn too, but we've got water, so I would say Cancer. Could be Pisces as well. Sagittarius is here as well, dear friends. So whatever is changing, this mature man is going through changes. The great fortune. You could be dealing with someone that is also financially in a very good position. Could also be someone that's got their own business. And there could be a bit of an age difference, okay, between the two of you. Someone that's a little bit more mature, or just they've got a lot of experience under their belt, okay, dear Scorpio. So the Devil can speak to restrictions or timing or anything about being stuck, and it's all about obstacles. But here we do see a great sense of abundance. We do see support from Spirit. The Money card, yes, can speak to money, but can also speak to an abundant situation pertaining to feeling more worthy, more loved, and more provided for. Because when we share our money, we share our hearts, right? Sharing is caring. Someone could be speaking the language of love to you. All right, so Scorpio, that's what I have for you. Good luck with that. Let's go on to the next sign. The next sign of Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or North Node, all in Sagittarius. What's going on for you? We have the courting man. We have control. The courting man reminds me a lot of, could be Aquarius, could be Capricorn. We've got do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Maybe having put in attention to someone that was not the right person for you. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Judgment. Five of Cups. Let's look at the Mystic Moon Oracles. We've got surrender. Patience. Abandoned. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. I do get a bit of ego here. Your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. We've got the wealthy man. And we've got community. What is your karma dharma? You've got the Fool card. The Fool card, dear Sagittarius, which speaks to a new journey, new cycle that begins. And we've also got toffee-scented chocolate and change. This is the perfect time for travel of any kind, be it an inner journey to a deeper level of understanding of yourself, or a physical trip, even a day off work, a short break from normality, or a simple change of scenery can do the world of good. Things are improving. Opportunity is awakening. Think about where you want to be. Ponder where you are right now. Pay attention to your dreams. They will show you the things you have missed during your waking hours. And the affirmation is, I'm open to change, travel, and new adventures. See, that's what the Fool speaks to, a new adventure. I trust in my dreams and the guidance I receive. So you will be receiving guidance through spirit and through your dream state. Okay. What I get here is that someone that you've been dating, or someone that's been trying to control you, someone who needs to have everything under control, a control freak, if I can use that term. It's like the blockages, the control card. We could see the puppet on a string, right? Trying to control everything. Courting man and the wealthy man is probably the same person. They've got very similar stance. So we could be talking about a Scorpio as well. Now, for some of you, yes, this could be your energy as well. Some of you may be on the cusp with Capricorn. And that's the Capricorn, the energy of control. Or you're dealing with someone who's got strong Capricorn. Someone who could be financially in a good place. Someone who, if this is someone you've been dealing with, it feels like a drastic change is happening. There's going to be a change in the wind, some sort of a critical moment pertaining to this person. If this is not you and this is someone else, right? Because we see the community card in the wealthy man, which does show 13 in Scorpio. It's like camaraderie, like someone's ready to, there's going to be a change. Instead of working against you, they're working with you. I feel that there's a sense of a change in the wind. It's like there's a humbling energy where this person who always wanted to control a situation, wanted to be in control, wanted to be in charge, is surrendering. Some of you maybe have been very patient with this person, and this control it stems from their childhood because of abandonment issues, more than likely. Because we've got the abandoned card right here. Now, some of you may have also let this person go. If this is someone you've been dealing with, you may have let them go, and there's like a change of heart. Now they're ready to take a risk, on you. Control does not mean risk. Usually they don't work together. Control is someone that is very careful. They don't take risks, right? Some of you have surrendered, have let this go. You've been very patient, not focusing totally on this this relationship, this partnership, whatever and whoever this person is in your life. Someone who is in your community, someone maybe who lives close to you. For some of you have, because the remember this card spoke of wanting to take a journey. This could be a metaphorical journey. For some of you, I suppose it could be a physical journey, and it's, you know, you are all about movement and travel. This is what you love. But there's an opportunity here. Let's read it once more. This is the perfect time for travel of any kind, be it an inner journey to a deeper level of understanding of yourself or a physical trip. Now, this could be talking to the person you're dealing with as well. Even a day off work, a short break from normality, or a simple change of scenery can do the world of good. So it looks like there's a change in the energies where someone's doing something differently. Things are improving. Opportunity is waking. And the opportunity comes through from spirit. Remember, this is help coming from spirit. Think about where you want to be. Ponder. So someone's been pondering where they are right now. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe it's the other person that is seeing some sort of a dream. They're having some sort of an enlightenment. And it shows what they've been missing out on. So they're trusting in the guidance, or this could be you trusting in the guidance, that there's camaraderie, that someone is coming around, okay? And this could also say that someone's been doing their inner work, being very patient with themselves and dealing with any forms of abandonment. It could be from their childhood, from their mother. But someone needed to go through their own lessons here. It says, you know, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Your intensity frightens me and allures me all at the same time. You know, what is difficult is, to grasp, to get a handle on, is usually more excitement. Okay, and sometimes not everyone can deal with the same intensity and excitement. Your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. So it looks like someone was more about, you know, self-absorbed. I'm going to use that term. It's time for them to do something for you, for the other person. Okay? And we've got a brand new journey that's opening up here. I want to see what this abandoned means. We've got the Page of Pentacles, which, of course, this is all about study. This is all about, you know, messages of something long-term, anything to do with communication pertaining to values. You know, sometimes money could also be a form of control. And someone who is wealthy is used to controlling those around them. And I don't know if this is someone who's got their own business, someone who's used to having a position of authority, and maybe they were trying to be the authoritarian over you. Now, this is someone who wears a suit, right? Oh my God, we've got La Reunion. Something that was left, abandoned, is coming back around. And some of you have been very patient. We've got the Militare, so there was some sort of deception or betrayal, or someone's been going through the dark night of the soul, okay, working through their fears. And there's communication here, and there's a possible reconciliation here, rekindling, news coming in. Remember the Five of Cups. Not all cups are down. We've got the Two of Cups there, and we've got the Judgment card. What is that Judgment card? And we've got domestico. So someone's been working for their own gain here. Again, it does speak to trust issues with this domestico. But there's second chances here. I feel that Spirit is giving them a second chance, giving them and you a second chance here. Let's take one more. There is the lesson, prigione, someone feeling imprisoned, a lot of worry. It's like they're passing through some sort of judgment. And disgrazia, they've been humbled very much so. There will be an awakening here and also a release. We've got a lot of dark energies here, but remember, Spirit guides you with this Five of Cups, saying that do not focus on what happened in the past. Okay, someone has been humbled. They feel badly about the way they treated you. Disgrazia is a tower moment. It's an aha moment. It's also like a release. Let's take one more. And we've got the Ten of Cups and Constanza. 10 of Cups, 10 of Hearts. Constanza, something unchanging. The bliss is here, but someone, and there's great promise from Spirit, but the shift and the judgment is right here, which says something is going to change. There's a dilemma. There's a difficult moment here. A moment of humbling, a moment of crisis. But after the storm comes the sun. Dear Sagittarius, whatever that was for you. All right? So that's what I get for you. It's a time of receiving. For some of you, it's a time of giving. But there's also a lot of depth and change. And it's like those chains, you know, those karmic chains have been cut. There's something that is changing the path, the trajectory of the course here. Okay, dear Sagittarius, so that's what I have for you. I do hope that that gave you some clarity and understanding. Remember, Uranus can be the tower, a tower moment. Uranus is transiting through Taurus. So, okay, next sign, dear Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. We've got Wallflower, Passion, practice compassion, seeing things from a different perspective. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. What a change. What a change. We've got Justice here. We've got the Empress. We've got the Eight of Cups. Metamorphosis. Settling. Union. You feel like home to me. I'm a better person because of you. Message of concern and unexpected income. What is your karma? You've got the High Priestess. So Pisces, Virgo, and let's read your chocolate card. Chocolate brownie, self-worth. Are you having a hard time accepting just how important you really are? Is the full potential of your personal power buried deep beneath the weight of low self-esteem? Your ego feels wounded. Old hurts rise to the surface at the slightest provocation. There may be a reduced sense of self-worth. Avoid being overly self-indulgent, as such a tendency is not always good for you. I think if I'm not mistaken, this was the collective energy message. Accept your greatness, be authentic, and start standing in your power. Be patient as you learn to understand yourself better. I stand in my own power. I love myself and I believe in myself. So there are self-worth issues here. Okay. What I get for you here, dear Capricorn, is that this is your energy here with a wallflower. Business as usual, work, drudging away, trying to climb that steep mountain, right? No passion. I do see that the energies are changing for you. It's getting more excitement. It's getting more exciting. Passion speaks to the ability to create. It's all about taking the action, which is, it's got nothing to do with work here. This is about your personal life, I would say, more than likely. It speaks to practice compassion, seeing things from a different perspective. It's like there's a change of focus going on for you, and where you felt that you were not good enough. And I get a sense of jealousy here, or just you noticing other people in their lives and being sort of, not in a bad way, jealous, but wanting to be in their shoes. Like seeing a couple, seeing two people that are very passionate, in love, and saying, oh my God, I mean, I wish I could have a taste of that, because you've been the robot, you've been the mountain goat, not stopping and trying to set yourself up. You are all about leadership and you need security, obviously. And that could come across as quite harsh, right, to others. So we've got practice compassion here. And what I get from this is that you've been out of the game where love is concerned for too long. So naturally, life has made you hard on the outside. And obviously, these are shadow energies, right? It's made you hard on the outside because you've had to be tough. You needed to hold a position of power, be the one in charge, right? And it's understandable. But I see you sort of looking at things from a different perspective, like changing your focus and understanding that, because I feel that some of you are looking in the mirror and saying, okay, what have you done? You're talking to yourself in the mirror and you're saying, what have you accomplished? Okay, three properties, 2 block of units, and so on and so forth. But what have you really accomplished in your life? It's like you're looking at yourself from the outside, taking a step outside of yourself and looking at your life and where you're going. And obviously when we are robotic, we would obviously then want to understand that there's more to life than just what's in the bank or what gives me that sense of security. So I feel as though you're going through some sort of like an awakening of sorts with the High Priestess here. Okay, and the High Priestess is all about understanding that we've got a higher self. We're not just what we see in the mirror. And I get some of you may also have gone through some sort of a spiritual awakening where you've downloaded, you've connected to spirit, and you're seeing that you've got other powers, other abilities, and with the you are limitless, recognize this truth, you can do anything you choose to do. You see the settling card here. Doesn't matter which order they're in. I feel as though you are stuck and you're going through a metamorphosis, but you're not there yet. You're not there yet. We see the Union card here, and we also see Justice here, which can speak to karma. And I would not be surprised if some of you have not come out of, in the past, some of you could be already parents and you've just thrown yourself into work. You've grown a harsh exterior and you've come through as quite hard. And that's probably because of maybe injustices of the past. Some of you, yes, are mothers. You are providers for the people that you love. But I feel that this is your spiritual awakening that you're going through now. First of all, your self-worth was challenged. But yes, you're still the mountain goat, right? Still. The possibilities here with the Empress, it speaks to abundance in love. It speaks to you've been very patient and now you're reaping the rewards. But those rewards could relate to, of course, the Empress. We know she's all about manifestation. She's very much about abundance, but abundance could be in all areas of life or in a particular area of life. The Empress, she's been very patient for true love to come in, right? She's the one she's got that seed, she's got that bun in the oven, she's waiting to give birth. And what is it that you're waiting to give birth to? And I see that you've gone through an emotional and spiritual awakening, where some of you may have come out of divorce. Yes, you are the mother. You've got to provide for others. You've got responsibilities. But now there's like I don't know how can I explain it? It's like your little light is on now. It's like that flame is coming back on. That's what I get. Okay, that's what I get for you. And I mean, you've been going through a metamorphosis on many, many levels. You've settled with a lot. As I said, you've settled because of your children. I do see love coming in, a possible union. Okay, and this is this emotional change or checking out of where you were emotionally, because you were in a situation where you were not fulfilled on all levels. Financially, maybe you were okay at the bank, all is good, but emotionally you were left out. And that's why I feel that there's a sense of jealousy. There's a possibility that a union comes in for you, because you're recognizing that you are limitless, that you can do anything that you choose to do. And here it says, you feel like home to me, okay, and I'm a better person because of you. Now, I don't know if this is going to be someone new that's going to come into your life, someone that you will feel as though you've known them. You may have known them as well. Maybe you were a role model, or maybe a role model for you is a friend of yours that's sort of opening your eyes up to life. Okay, now here we've got message of concern, which could be any legal papers or challenges to do with the past. Let's just take 3 Sibyllers to see what that message of concern is. And unexpected income. Now that concern could also speak to someone coming through from your past, and that's a message of concern for you. It's like alarming those, those bells within you. Oh my God, alert. This person is coming. I'm going to see them. I haven't seen them for like 20 years or whatever that is, because we've got an unexpected income here. That could also speak to lucrative money that was owed to you, that was unjustly taken from you, could be coming back. Yeah, maybe someone cheated you out of something. The falsita is falsehood. And we've got the Vecchia Signora. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I don't believe this. I've got a visitor. Someone's coming in. And someone that you value very much with the denaro. It's interesting because the denaro is like the Ace of Pentacles, and that's like the Ace of Pentacles here. Now, this could speak to a soulmate from your past. And we see a lot of abundance here. I mean, the denaro it speaks to an advantageous matrimony. So a very abundant marriage. This could also be some sort of a partnership, if not just in love for some of you. Okay, so some of you have been doubting your strength, I'm going to say here. And I don't know why, but I get that some of you feel weak at the knees when you consider this person that's possibly coming in. It could be them that's there taking a journey. I don't know if this is someone that's coming out of another marriage. I don't know that. Are you having a hard time accepting just how important you really are? So this is talking about your self-worth. And that's what's, taken a beating. Accept your greatness. Be authentic and start standing in your power. Be patient as you learn to understand yourself better. And I feel as though this doubt, you doubting yourself, has got a lot to do with this person that's coming in. This could be someone that's quite wealthy, someone that you were connected to or had some sort of a commitment with, and this is very unexpected. Okay, so dear Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Good luck. I'm wishing you luck with whatever is going on for you on this solstice. All right. After Capricorn, we've got Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, all the North Node in Aquarius. We've got family, dark male. Choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. So someone doesn't know what to do here. We've got the Three of Wands, the Devil, materialism, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Twin Flame, unbelievable, shadow work. The answer is no. Oh my goodness. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. I can't handle your words right now. Would you reject me? Thoughts? Journey? Courthouse? And your Karma Dharma is the Death card. Oh my goodness. Chocolate, truffles, and nourishment. People tend to be naturally drawn to those who are open with their thoughts and feelings and who they can trust with their problems. It's good to be approachable and open-hearted toward others, but remember to reserve time for yourself. It is important to nourish your own soul as well as those around you. Spend quality time in nature and allow yourself to feel at one with Mother Earth. I'm open and free. I'm beautiful and everybody loves me. Usually that's the affirmation. So obviously you're not feeling beautiful, you're not feeling loved, and you're not feeling open and free. Dear Aquarius, you're going through some sort of a death process. Nourishment means being nourished, being loved, being with someone that you can trust. What I get here, Aquarius, because I see a family and I see a third person here, I see an outsider. I feel as though you're going through, what I get is because of the Devil and materialism and the Three of Wands and the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups and the Twin Flame and the shadow work. Okay, so this is a very straightforward message. Very, very straightforward message. Specifically, I get that you're dealing, some of you are in a marriage, you share children, but you are dealing with someone that may have met a twin flame. Okay, there's a lot of shadow work that you're going through right now, shadow work, and the answer is no. So emotionally, because this is the Mystic Moon Oracles, it's an oracle. And this deck shows the shadow side of the relationship. So there is a shadow side, there is a dark side, and it relates to twin flame. Twin flame, because I get that I get that you are the one that's being hurt here. Now, you can flip the story. It will not be the same for all of you. Because here I get some trouble. Okay, here we've got the thoughts. It's a number 16. It's Uranus. 16 and Uranus is radical. It's breaking free. We did read a lot about breaking free. You've got the Death card, which, remember, the South Node is in Scorpio. It's all about shedding the past. Anything that's stunting your growth. Anything that you need to shed, let go of, so that you could move towards your North Node. Okay, people tend to be naturally drawn to those who are open with their thoughts and feelings and who they can trust with their problems. So there's trust issues here. It's good to be approachable and open-hearted towards others. And maybe that's how you've been. But remember to reserve time for yourself. It is important to nourish your own soul, because obviously your own soul needs to be nourished now, as well as those around you. I feel as though you've sort of been doing that, but they've been nourishing elsewhere. Do you get what I mean? It's like in your relationship, the love has not been reciprocated. I feel that there's an outsider, and it's regarding a twin flame situation. So there's a lot of shadows pertaining to what you're going through right now. We've got Uranus here. This is radical, crazy thoughts. Someone thinking about the other person, another person. We've got a divine masculine thinking, fantasizing, thinking to do something crazy. We've got a journey, which could be a metaphorical journey, which means change. It's a 10, right? So some sort of a tower moment that starts a journey. The journey could be towards a courthouse, and the courthouse means possible divorce. Here we've got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands many times. Can you see we've got two people and we've got 3 wands? Just looking at that alone. And remember, the Three of Wands could be someone turning their back on a situation. They've made their choice, right? Could be choosing the third party, choosing the outsider. We've got the Devil here, which is stuck energies. It's karma, it's limitations, it's closed doors. And remember that the Devil can also speak to strong sexual desires and love affairs, secret love affairs, which can possibly bring an ending to a happy family. Maybe it wasn't a happy family for some of you because someone was more into the physical side of things. Materialism can speak to working too hard, or just a lot of heaviness. It's Capricorn, it's lead, right? It's obsession. We've got Scorpio here, which can speak to obsession. The Devil can speak to a strong sexual connection as well. The Devil and Scorpio both speak to the same energies where sex is concerned. It's all about change. It's all about breaking that vicious cycle, dealing with karma. Right next to it is the 9 of Cups, which is I do what makes me happy. I don't do what makes us happy. I do, because we go from the 10 to the 9. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. There was no honesty here. I can't handle your words right now. Would you reject me? This is also a card of fear. We've got 7 and 1 is 8 and 5 is 13. Again, Scorpio. I'm open and free. I'm beautiful and everybody loves me. There are self-worth issues because you're going through a change, a huge change, dear Aquarius, over here. And I feel as though for a lot of you, this is the case. Here it says choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And, you know, even, I'm going to say, even coming from a place of truth, that is choosing love. Because I do feel that there's secrecy, obsession, backstabbing, betrayal. Look at the land here. It's dry and barren. No one has been watering their garden here. The door is closed. Let's see what this what is the devil about? Yeah, prigione, feeling imprisoned, a lot of worry and anxiety, a lot of ego. And the Eight of Cups, someone feeling stuck, even though they're wanting to leave. It's the Eight of Cups, hoping, because they're fearing being stuck here forever. And there's stuck energies and a lot of worry pertaining to this materialism card, the devil. On another level, some of you could have met your twin flame or are meeting your twin flame. And some of you are in another marriage. But the thing is, because this twin flame you can be dealing with someone that can be very shadowy and very very challenging for you. Let's look at the shadow work, and the answer is no. We've got leggerezza, gran signore, and la reunion. Oh my God, it's like being told no, and I feel like there's a sense of obsession here. La leggerezza is there's a sexual tendency to it. We've got the gran signore, which can speak to generosity, but it also speaks to ego. You could be dealing with someone that can be someone that's got very big differences. This could also be your competitor, I'm going to say. So if this is, let's say you are in a family, the other person could be this leggerezza, the gran signore, someone that comes from a VIP background, someone who holds great ego. And some of you are hoping for a reunion, even though some of you could be finding out that, yes, your partner is with another person who they feel is their twin flame. And this is going to be quite a journey for you, but it's going to get you unstuck from where you were at. Some of you are hoping for a reunion, but it's on the no. It's on the no, which says to me that they do not want reunion, unfortunately. Okay, so they're quite specific, the messages. They're quite specific for you. I want to take one more, Whispers of Love. I just want to see the choose love, what that speaks to, dear Aquarius. And we've got romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. So maybe this is what was missing. Some of you might be trying to do that now, because I feel as though your self-worth has taken a hit. I feel as though it's too late for that, because the romance could have been, this could be coming from the other person and your person. You know what I mean? So I feel that there is heavy competition here, but I feel as though a lot of you are going to walk off. There is a possibility of new love coming through for you, but this is a huge wake-up call for you, dear Aquarius. Okay, there's someone in the world for everyone, you know that. It's just that it looks like this was like a challenging lesson for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Wow. Okay, what a reading. What a reading. Now, dear Aquarius, your Saturn is going through your sign, so nothing surprises me with what's going on for you, but there's twin flame energies around you. So, and twin flames are not always easy. Please remember that. Okay, next sign, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Let's see, we've got Ice King, so this could be Aquarius, could be any other air sign. We've got short term. This could also speak to a Leo as well. Physical touch is important. Yeah, someone's been very cold with you, but they're hiding that, you know, that desire within them for whatever reason. It could be trust issues or a lack of understanding. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. Now, if you're dealing with another air sign, remember that they're not very, they don't show their love through action. It's more about words, but they can be quite cold. But they could also hide that line within them. So the passion is there, but you've got to find the key, right? Their key. We've got the Emperor, Aries or Taurus or any other sign really. We've got the Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion or not understanding, and that's, some of you are also, if you're dealing with someone that's been very cold, there is a chance that there's a third person here. There is a chance that there's a third person here. And some of you are just feeling as though, or you're worried that your person has stepped out of your relationship. Some of you are thinking that. We've got release, pause, deception, the signs. I'm more affected than you know. The grass wasn't green. Well, I was thinking, some of you are thinking that this could have happened, but it actually, for some of you, it does. It did happen. There was a third person. Now, it's not going to be for all of you. We've got the deception card. The advice is release, let them go. Maybe some of you are trying to see things from a different perspective, or you're not certain. The signs will be cautioning you, showing you. And they say that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, so there are regrets and the conflict could be within them. And you could be dealing with this Emperor. We've got a gift, toil and labor, and a message. And your karma dharma is justice. Some of you are heading towards divorce and separation. Others of you, this could be an apology, it doesn't come very easily, but this could be an apology that's coming through. This is only a short-term heartbreak, my dear Pisces. It's not going to last long. Some of you could just be going through a difficult phase where you're needing to release any old karma, any form of fear as well. And it's like closing up a cycle from the past, a difficult cycle, a difficult challenge. And I will look at this message because, look, this message could also, it shows an envelope. It could be also some of you are serving someone with divorce papers, but this will not be for all of you, dear Pisces. Let's see what the chocolate message says. Chocolate Sunday and creativity. Unleash your creativity and open your mind to positive energy, and things around you will start to fall into place. Join an art class, redecorate your home, update your wardrobe, or change your career so you may feel freer to live your own life in your own creative style. Creativity comes naturally to me. I'm open to new ideas and concepts. I enjoy the satisfaction that comes with my creativity. So let's read it again. Unleash your creativity and open your mind to positive energy, and things around you will start to fall into place. So the ability to create, dear Pisces, the ability to create comes up. Join an art class, redecorate your home. So this is talking about making changes to you and your life. and your career, to live your own life in your own creative style. Some of you are going to be free or starting a new life. I enjoy the satisfaction. I get that someone's getting their satisfaction here through justice. Chocolate sundae. Some of you obviously need a hug. I would like to look at the message here, because we've got an emperor here. Usually the emperor is someone who is a boss, someone who could own their own business. This could be a father, right? The emperor only shows their passionate side usually. Here we've got the Ice King, who does hold a passionate side, so it could be the same person. Someone who's got many choices. Seven of Cups could also be someone that's a bit deceptive. We've got the Five of Swords, which shows power struggles. Someone begging for forgiveness or being at the mercy of the other. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that could be very cold. They use their power to bring others down. Like, I get a really unhealthy and deceptive energies here. Some of you are going to see some truths. Justice is like karma, comes back to haunt those who have done you wrong, dear Pisces. Let's look at the message here. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Dispiacere. We've got Amalato and Low Morale. And then we've got Morte, which is the Death card, and the Five of Swords. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords. Seeing something that will bring you down. Now this, you could flip the energies as well. There's some news that's coming in that's going to it's going to challenge you. It's not going to be easy. Something maybe that could turn out to be a gift in the long run. But the Morte it's the Death card, putting the conflict to rest. Let's take one more on that. And then we've got the Omaggio de Preziosi that comes through. So there is something good that's coming through, but there's toil and labor. There's challenges here. I don't know if you're going to keep this person. It will not be the exact same energy for all of you. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. That's what is a realization here. Remember, this is short-term heartbreak. Now this, someone is in need of a hug, of a physical touch, a tender touch, a pat on the back for being strong or for doing something right. Wow. All right, dear Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Okay. Slow, simple acts of kindness. Dating. Ice Queen. Appreciate this moment. Ooh, we've got the Fool card. We've got the Moon and the Two of Pentacles. We've got Conclusion, Ascending, Observer. I still love you. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Our connection still affects me. Child, High Honors, and House, and your Karma Dharma is Temperance, which is Jupiter. And we've got Black Cherry Chocolate and Passion. Let's read that. Sophistication, class, lust, passion, and psychic abilities are all heralded by the appearance of this card. Trust in your intuition, your gut feelings, and your inner knowing. Your psychic ability is kicking into overdrive at this time. So take the time to look, listen, and embrace what you are being guided to. Sexually inspired feelings and impulses may take you by surprise. I trust in my intuition is the affirmation. It never leads me astray. I'm guided to where I need to be, and I listen to my inner voice that always leads the way. Okay. So what I get with the Ice Queen, I feel that this is your energy. I mean, it's Libra. Logically, dear Aries, opposite you is Libra. So some of you have been sort of cold or looking at things from maybe from another focal point where matters of love are concerned. It's like you're not accepting anything less. But I do see that there's dating here. There's like, let's drink to this. Some of you will be asked out on a date here, I feel. Okay, we do see a brand new cycle here. The moon can speak to trust issues, and you don't know whether, because you're starting a brand new cycle, the two of Pentacles, this could also be a cycle that begins where there's a lot of, because the moon can speak to, yes, there's distrust, but the moon can also speak to deep connections, fears around, and also trusting in this new journey. But there can also be a very deep connection here. Someone's holding something back. We've got the Observer here. So I feel as though you've got a secret admirer here. Pay attention to those who show simple acts of kindness towards you. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Pay attention to simple acts of kindness. I don't know if it comes from a Taurian. We've got a 33. Here is a 5, which is the Hierophant Taurus energy. But 33 is like, 33 is a master number. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So with the 33 comes after 22, which is a path that's opening. It does bring me here to the 2 of Pentacles, which I feel as though where love is concerned, you've got quite a few suitors here. You've got people that are interested here. But what I see here with I still love you, my mind and heart always comes back to you, and our connection still affects me, says to me that you've got someone that's admiring you from your past, that is trying to overcome their fear to come back into your life. Because maybe you've left someone out in the cold. I mean, the Conclusion card. And we see the key, which is very much like an open wound. An open wound pertaining to the past, which could be a relationship that, and some of you maybe are trying to get out there, out and about and meet others. You've got other people that are interested. You are showing up as the Ice Queen. Now, Temperance says it's all happening in divine timing. There's an alchemy, divine timing, where your balance, your harmony, and your happiness is concerned. We see that you're on a new journey. A new cycle has opened up. The moon does speak to fears. He's looking back at the moon, and the moon can speak to the past. It rules Cancer, which does speak to past connections. It does speak to appreciating the moment and not doubting that each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. That love grows and matures and changes. Yes, it does. So I'm thinking also that who was in your life, you need to think who was doing simple acts of kindness for you. Maybe they did not show a lot of passion which you desired in the past. So maybe you're dealing with someone that was more cold, but they were doing things for you. We see the Child, which speaks to something new. We've got high honors. It's like something new, new happiness comes in, childlike energies, a brand new beginning with high honors, and it's as though you're doubting it with the house here. The house speaks to, it's not your house, it's not your home, it is a house. So the house, it's very similar to the tower, which speaks to limitations, blockages, or delays. The house can also speak to the constitution of marriage, anything to do with paperwork. So I want to see what this what is this Two of Pentacles? What's that about? Also, trust in your psychic ability, trust your intuition. You're going to have very strong psychic abilities. And sexual impulses. I don't know if they're coming from you or from someone, from the other person. But we do have an ascension process here pertaining to your emotional life. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Eight of Cups. I feel as though for some of you, a past relationship was just too hard. It was very hard work. Maybe it was hard work for the other person in relation to you. And that's why there was a cutting. The Ace of Swords does speak to clarity, or I'm severing ties and I'm walking away. Right? So this could also speak to someone having doubts, having the difficulty in coming back, or in making a decision to speak the truth, to bring you back. Because we've got, I still love you, my mind and heart always comes back to you, and our connection still affects me. And I don't know if this is these could be your words as well. Let's see what this observer is about. Let's take one more card on them. Wow. Okay. Way too many cards. The answer is yes. Understanding. Regrets. So this person, whoever is checking you out, it's like they've gone through an understanding. They've got regrets pertaining to the past, maybe because the answer is yes. I don't know if this is someone who you were interested, they were giving you a hard time, so then you closed the door on them, and now the tables have turned. It feels as though the tables have turned. Now the answer is yes, they've got regrets, and possibly some of you could be saying yes to them. Possibly. One more card on that Eight of Cups, please, Spirit. And we've got the King of Wands. So someone who is willing to take charge of their life, someone who is driven by their passion. It looks like this could also speak to a meeting, just like the dating card here. Someone is mature now, and even though this could be your energy, I feel that there will be a meeting, and it's going to be a very passionate meeting as well. Okay, so for some of you, it will be a new person. For others of you, it will be the old person, the person coming back. All right, dear Aries, and it could be a Sagittarius as well with a Temperance card. So keep that in mind. Just one card on the house. What does that mean? Because there's going to be a new beginning here for you. A lot of happiness and high honors. Someone is honoring you with something stable, something new. But what's that house? Wow. Okay, where there was distrust and not believing that this could happen. It's as though you're not trusting in the goodness that's coming in for you. But the Donna di Servizio, this is very positive, very positive, a very positive ending to something stable, something that you doubted you could ever do. And that could also speak to anything. I mean, that doesn't have to speak only to love. There is something that you had disappointments with, you had self-doubts about, but Donna di Servizio, this is like divine source giving you second chances at stabilizing something. Could be a job, could be anything. All right, dear Aries. So, and I don't know if it's got anything to do with Virgo. Virgo is the house of work. Yeah, it could be anything like that. Anything that gives you a sense of happiness. Okay, feeling childlike, the Aries. So that's what I have for you. I mean, Jupiter is blessing you. Temperance is saying, be patient. The gifts are coming in for you. Okay, let's go on to the next sign of Taurus. Let me just put my timer on because we've got issues with the timer and I'm speaking and it's not recording. Okay. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Oh, put that away as well. Remember we had the Aries was all about passion, yeah. Okay, Taurus, destiny, communication. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Love makes a difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is you holding back and not showing the world the real you. Seven of Wands. Six of Cups. Four of Cups. Two fours. Seven of Swords. Grief. Offer. Separation. A dark offer. Not good, an offer that was not good enough. Being apart has been life-changing for me. How could you still love me after all I've done? I can still feel you. Lovers, false person, and your karma dharma is the Wheel of Fortune, which is positive change. It's fated change, it's endings, it's new beginnings, it's adventurous, it's fated events playing out. Let's see, because we've also got destiny here. What is this? Oh my God. Wedding, chocolate, and family. A happy family life is around you. Is it? I see the Three of Swords here. Whether you are partnered or single, this card refers to parents, siblings, children, and friendships. You are emotionally and spiritually fulfilled and love abounds. Live in the moment and seize the day. Carpe diem. Make sure you share the good energy you are radiating with those around you. Your personality is infectious at the moment, and you are helping people who are feeling down without even realizing you are doing so. The affirmation is, I enjoy a happy family life. I am blessed with good family and friends, and I share my love around. Wedding chocolate. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is you. Some of you could be going to a wedding. I see grief here. Now, there's destiny and communication. Okay. So being in the present and dreaming of the future. Dreaming of what it is that you want to manifest where love is concerned. Be authentic to who you are and who you love, I'm going to say. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. How you love, if you love. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. My dear, we've got a 40 here, which is a 4. We've got a 39 here, which 39, of course, it's not a 4. It's 39 and 40 here. Nevertheless, it's a 3. And we've got a 31 here, which is a 4 again. 4, 8, 11, justice. 11. Now, we've got the Lovers and the false person. So we are talking about some sort of deception pertaining to choices. I feel here someone is in a marriage. Someone is being sneaky. Someone is being sneaky. Being apart has been life-changing for me. How could you still love me after all I've done? I can still feel you. So obviously there's been a breakup. What's been the breakup? Because of a third party, because someone's in a marriage. We've got a couple of 4s here. Now we've also got nostalgia, the 6 of Cups, which can speak to someone who has children. It's interesting, there's no major arcana here. So there is free will. There's falsehood, false person, and we've got the 7 of Swords, but this is the make love and not war. So, dear Taurus, of course you are not someone who likes to make war. You are all about making love. But there's destined, fated events playing out here. Now, the Wheel of Fortune brings fated events. It brings endings and it brings truth. We've got a 6 of Cups and a 4 of Cups. That's the 10 of Cups, but they're split in 2. Which says to me, some of you are in a relationship where you've stopped fighting it. And it's like you're doubling up. It's like you want to feel certain. Okay? You've got a home, you've got a family for a lot of you. But then things are up in the air because I'm not certain about where I'm situated, says Taurus here. Okay, I've stopped fighting it, but I've also connected with a soulmate. Someone that I have mischanced, I have missed many chances with. The 4 of Cups. Because of family, because of obligations. So it could be a secret connection. And it says here, being apart has been life-changing for me. How could you still love me after all I've done? So obviously someone's figured out that there's been deception here. That they're in a third party. So someone was wearing a mask and not authentic. Some of you have been fantasizing about this relationship. Maybe Spirit took it away, and this could also be just a relationship through the internet with communication. So you obviously have, you or the other person, dear Taurus, have kept back on how you truly feel. And I feel that it's probably on both sides. Both people. Now, love makes the difference, and love is not scared to communicate. Okay? So, love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Some of you could be figuring out that there is a lot of things that are going to come to the surface that will be communicated, and it is destined. We see a divine feminine here that's in grief because of a dark offer. Now, what does the dark offer mean? That there's others involved? We've got separation here. Something that was fantasized and hoped for turned sour. We see that with a separation. Not accepting an offer because of third parties. Something is going to be seen. Something is going to be found out. Let me take some more cards. I want to see what you've got 2 7s and 2 4s. So that's a lot of conflict, difficult moments pertaining to someone's home or family or marriage. putting on a mask that you're happy in your marriage. Here it says it speaks to a happy family life is around you. Whether you are partnered, single, this card refers to parents, siblings, children, and friendships. Okay, you could be going to a wedding, some relationship. It could be your siblings' wedding or your nephew's. You are emotionally and spiritually fulfilled and love abounds. It does speak to love ahead. Live in the moment. Be in the present and dream of the future. Here it says live in the moment and seize the day. So it's not talking about being in the moment, but it's saying seize the day, which says it's going to be today, tomorrow. Make sure you share the good energy you are radiating with those around you. So this gives me the understanding that things will change. This is like making up. Why? Because 7 of Swords, it says make love, not war. Make up for any deception or fears of truth pertaining to the past, which have caused an inacceptance, no acceptance pertaining to offers. We see the offer is a dark offer. Okay, there were things that were hidden. But there's also a split between the 10 of Cups, which says some of you may have not been happy in a marriage. The Wheel of Fortune, the Jupiter can speak to separation as well. Okay. All right, let's see what this false person is about. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Yeah, the falsehood was about a marriage because we've got the 4 of Wands here. That's why someone wasn't able to deliver the goods. Someone was elsewhere, obviously, here. So some of you have been dealing with a third-party love affair. It is destined. It is fate. Love makes the difference. Be authentic to who you are. Love makes the difference. Yes, it does make the difference, doesn't it? Let's see what this 7 of Swords is. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the Star. And we've got the Moon. Blockages or boundaries pertaining to a home, information not shared through social media has brought distrust, and this wish fulfillment is always further at a distance, I'm going to say. The Chariot says that there will be an overcoming of an obstacle. This could be also a change of home, possibly moving homes, not communicating that. Cancer, the Chariot, making a decision, not making a decision to not deceive, to be open, to come through with clarity, to communicate a choice made. Let's take another card. And it does pertain to the 6 of Cups, so moving towards a soulmate connection. 6 of Cups, moving to another place that will bring you a sense of happiness and balance. Moving back to an old chapter in your life. I mean, nostalgia is the 6 of Cups. Taking a trip. For some of you, maybe needing to get away, visit old family and friends, being nostalgic at this time. Some of you are just going on a metaphorical journey at this time, reliving the past. I want to see what that love makes the difference card means. We've got a like a trumpet here. It seems like, and we've got music here. So there's going to be some sort of an announcement, and the announcement comes from love. And that will make the difference, I feel. So there's news, there's an announcement, there's something that you're going to hear. It can be music to your ears. It's the Ace of Swords and Dispiacere. But it's amore, and amore is like, it's the Four of Cups, which is also here. This is Cupid. Even though there's tears, there's difficulties. I mean, Ace of Swords can speak to victory, but it's a double-edged sword. Someone will get hurt, someone else will be happy. We've got amore here. So this is like crying, feeling devastated because of Cupid's poison arrow. Feeling a sense of not being able to break away from this love connection. Now, the Massangini, this speaks to someone who could be sending you a message, and the news could relate to a love child or a little child, or chances missed, or a possible new chance coming in. Could speak to possible news pertaining to a divorce settlement and in relation to a child. What's this communication with a destiny? We've got Speranza, Eight of Cups, Superbia, and Stanza. Someone communicating that they are leaving a situation that did not make them happy. There was a lot of ego, difficult choice, because there was a lot at stake, but you will be finding out through communication about things that were hidden, things that were going on behind closed doors, and it will be happiness. It will be something happy for you, because it's the Ace of Pentacles, so it will promise you something long-lasting. There's also a sexual connotation to this card, but it does say novelia, which means something happy. All right, so we will leave it there, dear Taurus. Okay, let's go on to the next sign. Okay, let's just pick up the Sibilas because we may need them. Okay, that was Taurus. Let's go on to the next sign. Taurus, that was quite a reading. Let's go on to the next sign, the last sign, lucky last, Gemini. Okay, dear Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node. Friendship. True gem. Be supportive. That was in the collective reading, I think, eh? And we're talking about the bow and arrow here. Make a genuine effort to show you care. We have embrace your emotions. We've got beautiful cards here. Page of Wands. The Hermit. Nine of Swords. The Tower. We're going to have to look at that. Summer. Bound. The Devil. No other compares to you. It's easier to just stay away right now. Courtship. Distant horizons. Privileged lady. And your karma dharma is the Hermit. Virgo. Very strong Virgo energies here. We've got the Hermit here as well. You've got the Hermit twice. So, dear Gemini, now Virgo does square you. There's lots of similarities between Gemini and Virgo. Let's see. Okay, let's see what the chocolate message card is. Freckles and friendship. Oh my God, friendship twice. So friendship is going to be your underlining theme for the solstice. This is the card of friendship. Deep soul connection await. An old friendship may take on a new meaning. A long-standing relationship may rise to an elevated level of trust and deeper bond. A card that suggests partnership, be it on a romantic, business, or friendship level. Remain open to new opportunities emerging from friendships new and old. Keep your eyes and heart open as you take on new partnerships. Remain vigilant in total trust that all will be well. The affirmation here is, I'm always open to new opportunities coming my way. I develop strong partnerships with those that are close to me, and I trust in the process of where they will lead me. So that's very positive indeed. No other compares to you. It's easier to just stay away now. So where relationship is concerned, it looks like there's been some sort of a break. No other compares to you. There's been some sort of a challenge or karmic thing that's going on, because you are both a hermit. You are both the hermit, and you're both needing to see the light. Okay, there's a lot of fun with the Page of Wands. Very adventurous, right? We go from the page to the hermit. So obviously there was a big lesson here. 2 nines speak to the ending. You've seen the light already pertaining to this adventure. This path, this connection, this desire of yours to connect. Page of Wands is the messenger, right? Page of Wands is, it's like the Fool card. I'm going to take this risk. But obviously there's been a risk taken, but we've had a Tower moment. There was some lesson in this, obviously. So where there was happiness, then we've got the Bound, which says we're stuck. The Hermit is someone going within, someone not reaching out, someone having disappeared, someone ghosting you. Okay? And True Gem speaks to, obviously, a very important relationship, a relationship that you valued so much, that was so important. Of course, the True Gem could also speak to, I don't know if you're in a group with others and you're working with gems. It could be something like that, or just working on something valuable. It could be anything. And it is very spiritually inclined, very much about spiritual awareness. But there's also the Nine of Swords, which is, Nine of Swords is not being able to sleep, not being able to, I don't know, see the light or understand, or because there's a Tower moment right here. And I will see what that is. What is that Tower moment, dear Spirit? Because the Tower moment, yes, is aha. It's yes. Now here we've got courtship, which is a relationship that's at its beginning. It's at the romance stage. We've got the distant horizons. It's like something that you've always dreamed of, that you manifest, and the beginning is here. Now, this could also say that some of you, I'm not going to lie, this could also be a same-sex relationship where a third person is a marriage or a commitment or a heterosexual relationship. Remember, friendship, this is like being on the same team. Friendship and love together, it can speak to. So let's see what that Tower moment is all about. Oh my God, like, oh my God. 6 of Wands. And being successful in the Page of Cups could also speak to, this could speak to ego and someone being humbled here. This shift will bring a possible success, balance and harmony, happiness, recognition. And someone is realizing that they need to go back to the drawing board. We've got a Page of Wands and a Page of Cups. Youthful energies. So it's as though we're revisiting the past. But this time we're doing it in a more sensitive way. Page of Wands is more Aries. It's like the ram goes in head first. Here it's more about, now I spiritually understand we are connected through our higher selves, where there's more to this than meets the eye. And it's a sudden revelation, unexpectedly comes through. This is like, let's get together. Where there was ego, someone is feeling so successful here. Two Tower moments, 2 people going, oh my God, like, aha. Now, here it says, be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. Genuine means the true gem. Because the other person can see straight through you. Someone's coming through and being supportive, and it is genuine. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. This is saying, let your feelings show. Let the other person see who you truly are. And embrace what you're feeling. Let's take another card on that bound. This is like stuck energies, karma, limitations, fears, anything like that. Let's see what this bound is, because, I mean, this could also speak to timing, and it could say that happiness has been blocked by karma, by timing. Oops. Okay, oh my God. We have lessons. We have fall. Fall could be a timing card, or it just could be low morale, low vibrational energies. We've got victim. So we've got Capricorn, Pisces here, and we've got return. Now we've got Capricorn and we've got the devil here. Bound, limiting time. And look at the victim. We've got the victim, and this is the victim mentality, my darlings. This is something that you need to learn to believe in yourself. Now, if you've been waiting for this person's return, you've put your life on hold. That's the victim mentality as well. You need to continue to live your life. No other compares to you. Now, someone is feeling trapped from a karmic situation, some form of a lesson pertaining to the devil here can speak to someone, I don't know, someone that's more mature. I mean, even the hermit is someone that's mature. This is philosophy. I mean, the hermit, right? It's spiritual awareness. It's spiritual enlightenment. It's going into one's cave and learning and knowing that we are not victims. This could also be we're releasing, we've grown, we've matured, releasing those blockages, not fearing that we are the victim. We are free to do whatever we want. And then there's a return. Then there's a return. It's just easier to stay away right now. Let's take one more. Now, the privileged lady is very much like the Empress. It's like there's manifestation, there's abundance, but there's also patience. Patience is needed here. It does speak to distant horizons, so a wish fulfillment may be at a distance, just like the star. This is a dream come true. Privileged lady. Privileges come in. Let's see what else we've got here. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. I need more time to figure things out, and I will leave it there. I miss you regardless of how things seem. So, dear Gemini, this is the card of friendship. Deep soul connections await. An old friendship may take on a new meaning. A long-standing relationship may rise to the elevated level of trust and deeper bond. A card that suggests partnership, be it on a romantic, business or friendship level. Remain open to new opportunities emerging from friendships new and old. Keep your eyes and heart open as you take on new partnerships. Remain vigilant in total trust that all will be well. I am always open to new opportunities coming my way. I develop strong partnerships with those that are close to me, and I trust in the process of where they will lead me. And if you're carrying the victim mentality, this is what you need to let go of. Because fall can speak to like a low self-esteem as well as victim. This is like Pisces, right? I give unconditionally, but I don't receive. And I put the other person in a position of power. It's a time to let go of that victim mentality. You've received the lesson, let it go and move on. Go back to square one. Have an open mind. You need to be able to trust. Okay? Someone is returning. And what is returning are privileges and abundance is returning to you. Now, for some of you, of course, Maybe this was a relationship that did not get off the ground at all for some of you. Maybe it was left at the courtship stage, but it was distant. That ship in the horizon was there. It's like showing in your reading now. You've been patient. There's good energies here because there's a sense of understanding here. You've seen the light. You're letting the fear go. You're letting the fear go, and you're coming from a place of love. Okay, love and wisdom, which is the Hermit. You're seeing the light, and some of you are also seeking the wisdom from someone who can support you, who you can trust, that will guide you on the right path, dear Gemini. Very important with your ruling planet in your sign right now. With this solstice, expect a lot to be shown up for you. And of course, it can speak to business, siblings, anything like that. Any forms of travel, education, all those things come under Mercury, where he's at now in your sign. So you are very powerful. It's a good time. Mercury's done all that crap, has gone through, you know, the darkness, and he's come out and he's covering new ground now. It's like a new chapter. Of course, Saturn is retrograde, so again, it could be anything to do with blockages or timing pertaining to the past that will be communicated now. All right, dear Gemini, so you were the lucky last. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. This is it. I'm done. I'd like to also let you know that Mary Lou Coffee Cup, her link is beneath the video. If anyone is interested in reading the coffee cup, getting your coffee cup read, Mary Lou speaks Greek, but she's got English subtitles. And for another different tarot spread, you can check out Rebecca at Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. She does a tree spread, and it's really interesting the way she utilizes that. She's a friend of mine as well, so check her out and say hello from me. Thank you so much for being here. Love and light to all of you. Wishing you well. Ta-da.